or vanilla ice cream? Hot or cold weather? Beach or mountain vacation? Sometimes we have very strong opinions on which one is better. But what about chocolate vanilla swirl? Or a cold breeze on a hot summer night? Sometimes we can have the best of both worlds. The same can be true for your short-term rental. Cross-listing your property on multiple platforms like Airbnb, Vrbo, and Booking.com can be a great strategy leading to more reservations, better payouts, and more flexibility. So if you're considering adding your listing to other platforms or you just want to know the advantages and disadvantages of doing so, this video is for you. If you own a short-term rental, chances are you're only listing it on one platform. Maybe it's the most popular platform on your city. Maybe it's your favorite platform, or simply the one you know about. But by sticking to only one platform, you could be leaving potential bookings and revenue on the table. Cross-listing not only increases your property's visibility, but also helps you reach diverse audiences. Think about it this way. If you have multiple social media accounts, do you post the same thing to all of them? What about the content you watch? The same thing is true for short-term rental platforms. For example, Airbnb is popular among younger adventurers, while Vrbo caters more to families and groups. Booking.com offers many more services and attracts international travelers. Listing on multiple platforms means more opportunities to be seen. More and more hosts are catching on to the benefits of cross-listing their properties. Our data at AirDNA shows that only 28% of short-term rentals in the US are listed on multiple platforms, which is a big jump since before the pandemic. While most listings are still only on Airbnb, cross-listed properties now outnumber those only listed on Vrbo. Professional hosts who manage 21 or more properties are leading the way on this trend, with 60% of their properties cross-listed. Data shows that cross-listing positively impacts revenue and the number of bookings. And while results can differ by location, listing vacation rentals on multiple platforms presents significant opportunities for growth. For example, Airbnb-only hosts in the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge market who cross-list their properties gain 2 extra book nights per month, and Vrbo hosts gain 2.2 extra nights. Plus, their listings see a 605 and 382 monthly revenue boost, respectively. Now, before you decide to cross-list, let's talk about the pros and the cons of listing your space on multiple sites. There can be great benefits to cross-listing your space, like expanded reach. Listing your property on multiple sites, it's like fishing with a wider net. You can attract different travelers that use different services or that have different needs. You can also increase your revenue. Properties cross-listed on both Vrbo and Airbnb see an average occupancy rate of 58.1 versus 53.9 for properties listed exclusively on Airbnb and 51.8% for properties listed exclusively on Vrbo. Cross-listing can also help reduce your risk. A platform outage, a change in policy, or a simple algorithm tweak can leave you in the dark and impact your profits. Cross-listing means you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. It's always a good idea to have a backup. Although cross-listing is generally a good idea, it might not be for everyone and can have some drawbacks. Keeping everything organized and consistent when using just one platform can be challenging. Now, imagine doing that for 2 or even more. It means you have to pay attention to things like pricing, minimum night stays, and availability. It can be a lot to juggle, and we haven't even mentioned the nightmare scenario of double bookings. Fortunately, there are tools that can help you manage multiple listings and ease your worries, but more on that later. So what booking platforms are out there and which one should you use? It all depends on your property type, target audience, and location. Here's a quick rundown. Airbnb is the best-known platform and is practically synonymous with short-term rentals. It's super easy to use and generally appeals to younger travelers, especially those looking for affordable options in cities. Vrbo is a favorite among families and bigger groups. It usually targets travelers who are after more luxurious and spacious rentals. Booking.com is a big site that offers multiple services and packages, attracting a mix of international tourists and business travelers. Its flexible rules make it a great choice for renting out city properties. Google Vacation Rentals is the new kid on the block. It makes finding short-term rentals easier by featuring listings directly in Google search results, no matter where they're listed. Earlier, I mentioned property type and why it's an important factor to consider. Different sites have different audiences, and understanding which one is better for your property is crucial. Here's how you can choose the right one based on your property's strengths. Resort areas. If your rental is in a mountain or a lakeside area, you're in luck. These type of properties thrive with exposure on multiple sites, and about 40% of them are already cross-listed. Families and large groups on Vrbo will be interested in large family cabins or lake houses, while Airbnb's younger audience might be more interested in unique stays like A-frames or chalets. Large properties. If you have a big place with 4 or more bedrooms, you're sitting on a goldmine for family reunions and group trips. These properties have a 39% cross-listing rate, using both Airbnb and Vrbo to connect with different guests. Urban areas. In cities, Airbnb is the undisputed king for short-term rentals, and only 17% of studio and one-bedroom apartments are cross-listed. However, these hosts should consider other platforms like Booking.com that might reach international guests better. If you think your space will benefit from listing on multiple platforms, you need a solid management strategy. You can think of management strategy like the conductor of an orchestra for your short-term rental. It brings everything together: your listings, availability, and pricing across different booking platforms. When done well, this strategy helps avoid problems like double bookings and make sure your property is seen by as many potential guests as possible. A good channel management system makes everything run smoothly and efficiently. You can set one up yourself, or you can use tools to help you. The first thing you need is to sync your calendar among all of the sites. You can manually sync your listings using software like iCal or Google Calendar. However, updates on these platforms happen periodically, not instantly, which can be challenging during busy seasons. You'll need to monitor and update your calendars frequently to make sure everything is in sync. On the other hand, you can also use a channel manager like Uplisting. This is a software that automates the syncing processes with instant updates. Any changes made in one calendar immediately reflect across all others, saving you time and reducing the risk of double bookings. Check out the description below for a link to try out Uplisting. Keeping track of guest inquiries from different platforms can be a real headache. Fortunately, you can use vacation rental software to see all of your messages in one place. This way you can respond quickly and consistently while reducing the chances of missing messages or messaging Paul when you really meant to talk to Pauline. Nancy was from Booking.com, right? No, that was Nathan. Was it Nicolas? The last thing you must remember is that each platform has unique rules about cancellations, refunds, and sharing personal information. For example, Airbnb generally prohibits events, while Vrbo and Booking.com allow them under specific guidelines. Get to know the rules for each platform and adapt your listings accordingly. That wraps up our look at the power of cross-listing for short-term rentals. If you're not already using multiple platforms to list your property, now might be the time to consider it. Cross-listing can significantly boost your revenue, increase your booking potential, and help you reach a wider audience. Do you have experience with cross-listing? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips and insights on making the most out of your rental business. Thanks for watching and happy hosting. See you next time.